Satellite navigation. Now we are going to start the satellite navigation revision topic. A satellite navigation, or sat nav, SATNAV, sat nav. A satellite navigation or sat nav system is a system is a system that uses satellites. A satellite navigation or sat-nav system is a system that uses satellites to provide autonomous geospatial positioning. A satellite navigation or sat-nav system is a system that uses satellites to provide autonomous geospatial positioning. It allows small electronic receivers. It allows small electronic receivers to determine their location, both longitude, latitude, and altitude, or elevation. Longitude, latitude, and elevation. So it allows small electronic receivers to determine their location with longitude, latitude, and elevation to high precision. To high precision. High precision is nothing but within a few centimeters to meter. To high precision using timing signals. Using timing signals. It allows small electronic receivers to determine their location to high precision using timing signals. So if you are going to determining their location means, if you want to find the location means, you need to know longitude, latitude, and elevation of that particular target or object. With the help of high precision using timing signals, the system can be used for providing position, navigation, or for tracking the position of something fitted with a receiver. The system can be used for providing position, navigation. For what? For tracking the position of something fitted with a receiver or satellite tracking. So for satellite tracking, you need to provide the system can be used to providing the position or navigation. In the navigation itself, so we need to get a location also. We need to get location. With the help of location only, we'll able to tracking the position of the receiver. We'll able to tracking the position of the receiver. The signals also allow the electronic receiver. The signals also allow the electronic receiver to calculate the current local time. The signals also allow the electronic receivers to calculate the current local time to high precision, which allows time synchronization. synchronization. The signals also allow the electronic receivers to calculate the current local time to high precision, which allows time synchronization. Time synchronization. These uses this time synchronization uses are collectively known as positioning, navigation, and timing (PNT). These uses are collectively known as positioning, navigation, and timing. So if you know the position, then only we will able to navigate the satellite, or with the help of these three only. With the help of these uses are collectively known as a positioning, navigation, and timing. The SatNav systems, satellite navigation system. SatNav systems operate independently. SatNav systems operate independently of any telephonic. Satellite navigation system operate independently of any telephonic or internet reception. Satellite navigation system operates independently of any telephonic or internet reception through these technologies. Through these technologies can enhance the usefulness of the positioning. Can enhance the usefulness of the positioning information generated. Usefulness of the positioning information generated. And a satellite navigation system with a global coverage. A satellite navigation system with a global coverage may be termed a global navigation satellite system. A satellite navigation system with a global coverage may be termed a global navigation satellite system, GNSS. United States Global Positioning System, GPS. The United States Global Positioning System is GPS. Russia's Global Navigation Satellite System is GLONASS. China's Beidou Navigation Satellite System, BDS. European Union's Galileo are fully operational, GNSS. And Japan's Quasi-Zenith Satellite System, QZSS, is a GPS satellite based augmentation system to enhance the accuracy of the GPS. To enhance the accuracy of the GPS with the satellite navigation independent of a GPS scheduled for 2023. With satellite navigation independent of GPS scheduled for 2023. Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, IRNSS. Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System planned to expand. Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System planned to expand to a global version. Expand to a global version in the long term. In the long term. Global coverage for each system is generally Global coverage for each system is generally achieved by a satellite. Global coverage for each system is generally achieved by a satellite constellation of 18 to 30 medium Earth orbit satellites spread between several orbital planes. Spread between several orbital planes. Global coverage for each system is generally achieved by a satellite constellation of 18 to 30 medium Earth orbit satellites spread between several orbital planes. Several orbital planes. The actual systems vary. The actual system vary, but use orbital inclinations of greater than 50 degrees. Use orbital inclination of greater than 50 degrees and orbital periods of orbital periods of roughly 12 hours. Orbital period of time roughly 12 hours at an elevation about 20,000 kilometers or 12,000 miles. Each mile is 1.5 kilometer. The actual system vary, but use orbital inclinations of greater than 50 degrees and orbital period of roughly 12 hours. Then next you need to see the comparison of navigation systems. Who is the owner? What is the name of that navigation system? Then how it will be covered, either global or regional. Then what type of coding technique is using in the navigation system? What is the elevation of each and every navigation system, and what is the reside real-time period, and how many satellites are going to use that, and all will see in the comparison of navigation satellite system. Comparison of navigation satellite system. Just you need to see in the comparison of navigation satellite system. First, name of the system, owner of the system, coverage of the system, what type of coding is used for the system, what is the elevation of the system, how many satellites are going to use for the system. Okay, everything we are going to see, or we are going to look into the table. We are going to look into the table. You need to see the first one. What is the system name? The first one, Baidu. Who is the owner for Baidu? China. China is the owner for Baidu. Okay, it will cover around, it will cover globally. And in the Baidu, we are going to use the coding technique is CDMA. CDMA scheme is going to use for coding technique. Then the next, elevation. Next is the elevation. It will cover around 21,150 kilometers or 13,140 miles. So that much area it will going to cover. The next period 12.63 hours, 12 hours 63, 12 hours 38 minutes is required for this ideal elevation at the time period. The next, how many satellites are going to use for BIDO? So in the BIDO, we have a 28 operational satellites, 5 in orbit validation, 2 GSO planned, 20 H1 BIDOs. Sorry, 20 H1 we will have for BIDO 3. For BIDO 2, 15 operational satellites are available, 1 in commissioning. Coming to frequency. Coming to the frequency. See, the B1 frequency range is 1.561098 gigahertz and B2 second band frequency range is 1.589742 gigahertz. Then the next one is 1.2652 gigahertz. B2 is the 1.20714 gigahertz. B3 is the 1.26852. So these are the frequencies for BIDO, China's satellites navigation system. For China's satellite navigation system, frequency ranges are these: B1, B2, B3. Okay, coming to the second one is Galileo. Coming to the second one is Galileo. Who was the owner for Galileo? The owner of Galileo is European Union. European Union is the owner of Galileo, and it will cover globally. And in this Galileo navigation system, we are going to use code division multiplexing accessing scheme only, and the elevation of this is 23,222 kilometers, 23,222 kilometers, or in terms of miles means 14,429 miles. 14,429 miles. And the next is period. 14 hours 5 minutes time is required for this Galileo. And the next is how many satellites are there? By design, 24 active satellites, 6 backup. Currently, we have 26 in orbit. 24 are operational, 2 inactive. 6 to be launched, going to launched. So total here, by design 24 active satellites plus 6 backup. But currently we have a 26 in orbit. Out of 26, 24 are operational, 2 are inactive. Then the next navigation system is GLONASS. The owner for GLONASS is Russia, and it will cover globally only. And in this GLONASS, we are going to use, depends on your requirement, we are going to use frequency division multiplexing access and code division multiplexing access schemes are going to use. And it will cover around the elevation of 19,130 kilometers. 19,130 kilometers. And in terms of miles, 11,890 miles. 11,890 miles. Coming to period, time period, 11 hours 16 minutes. 11 hours 16 minutes at the time period. Then the next, how many satellites are going to use for that? 24 by design, 24 operational, commissioning, 1 in flight test. So in that we are going to use 24 satellites only. The next navigation satellite system or navigation system is GPS, Global Positioning System. Global Positioning System. And the next one is the GPS, right? So the owner of GPS is United States of America, and it will covered around globally. And in this we are going to use the coding technique of coded division multiplexing, accessing scheme, and the elevation of 20,180 kilometers. The elevation range of this GPS is 20,180 kilometers, about 20,000 kilometers. It means that. And in terms of miles means 12,540 miles. 12,540 miles. And coming to period, 11 hours 58 minutes, almost equals to 12 hours. 11 hours 56 minutes, sorry, 11 hours 58 minutes. Hours 58 minutes. Coming to how many satellites will have? 30. Out of 30, 24 by design. 24 by design. Coming to frequency. Coming to frequency of GPS. I think GLONASS frequency, you know it. You need to see that GLONASS also. For GLONASS and for Galileo also. This is the Galileo frequency. This one. This is the GLONASS frequency. And this is the GPS 1.563 to 585 gigahertz for L1. For L1 1.215 to 1.2396 gigahertz. L2 1.246 means 1.164 to 1.180 gigahertz. Then coming to next one. Now IC, navigation IC, which was designed by Indian government and which will be covered around regionally. And in this we are going to use the coding technique of CDMA only, and which will be covered around 36,000 kilometers. In terms of miles means 22,000 miles. 36,000 kilometers means 22,000 miles. And the time period 23 hours 56 minutes. Almost 1 day is required. 23 hours 56 minutes. Almost equals to 1 day. Then the next is satellites. How many satellites we have in this now IC, NAV IC, navigation IC? We have a 3 GEO, 5 GSOs, 3 GEOs and 5 GSO MEO. And the frequency range is 1.17645 gigahertz and 2.492028. 2.492028 gigahertz. Then the next one is QZSS. This QZSS Quasi-Zenith satellite system. Quasi-Zenith satellite system was designed by the Japan government, and it is covered around regionally, and in this we are going to use the coding technique of CDMA only, and the elevation of 32,600 kilometers to 39,000 kilometers. 32,600 kilometers to 39,000 kilometers, or in terms of miles means 20,300 miles to 24,000 miles, and the period is 23.93 hours, means almost 23 hours 56 minutes. Both are equal only. That India's NAVIC and QZSS both will be required one day almost. And the satellites, 4 operational satellites were using in the QZSS. Out of 4 operational, one is GEO, then the one is 3 GSOs. The frequency response of this is 1.57542 GHz for L1C, A, L, IC, L1S. Okay, so these are the comparisons of navigation system or navigation satellite system. Then the next is GPS time, global positioning system time. The global positioning system time is a continuous time scale, GPST. Global positioning time is a continuous time scale, no leap seconds. Global positioning system time period is a continuous time scale defined by the GPS control segment, controlled by the GPS control segment on the basis of a set of atomic clocks at the monitor stations and on board the satellites. The GPS time is a continuous time scale defined by the GPS control segment on the basis of a set of atomic clocks at the monitoring stations and on board the satellites. Most of the clocks deduce their time. Most of the clocks deduced their time by UTC. Most of the clocks reduced their time by UTC, but atomic clocks on satellites are set to GS system, are set to GS time. UTC means coordinated universal time. UTC means coordinated universal time. First you need to get a coordinate, then universal time. Sun rises at different times. I think you know it. So the sun rises at different times in different countries. There is no doubt at all. The sun rises at different times in different countries. Hence, every country follows its own standard time. Hence, every country follows its own standard time. However, for global navigation, it is essential to adopt It is essential to adopt a time scale. It is essential to adopt a time scale which is accepted universally. Which is accepted universally, and this time is called coordinate universal time. Coordinate universal time. For global navigation, it is essential to adopt a time scale which is accepted universally, and this time is called as coordinate universal time. Okay. This coordinate universal time has origin. This coordinate universal time has origin in Greenwich Mean Time. Coordinate universal time has origin in Greenwich Mean Time, which is mean solar time, which is mean solar time at 0 degrees latitude, which is mean solar time at 0 degrees latitude. Here the 0 hours, here the 0 hours begin at midnight. Here the 0 hours begin at midnight. Unit of time, a second, is defined as unit of time. A second is defined as 1 by 86,400 of a mean solar day, as a fixed by rotation of Earth around its axis. The unit of time, a second, the unit of time is a second is defined as 1 by 86,400 of a mean solar day as fixed by rotation of Earth around its axis. As rotation is not stable, as rotation is not stable, it is essential to perform, it is essential to perform a correction, it is essential to perform a correction in UTC, in coordinate universal time at specific interval is called as leap second. As rotation is not stable, it is essential to perform a correction in coordinate universal time at specific intervals. Coordinates universal time at specific intervals is called as leap second. Is called as leap second. Leap second means a leap second is 1 second adjustment. A leap second is a 1 second adjustment made to UTC occasionally. A leap second is 1 second adjustment made to coordinate universal time occasionally. The adjustment is done to reduce. The adjustment is done to reduce the difference between precise time, to reduce the difference between precise time measured by atomic clocks and inaccurate solar time. The adjustment is done to reduce the difference between precise time measured by atomic clocks and inaccurate solar time. So in the next class we will able to discuss in the next class we will be discuss about GPS positioning calculations. Now we are going to discussing about quiz questions. Now we are going to discussing about quiz questions. You need to see the quiz questions.